Hello there, Joe from Timeplus. In this video, let's talk about JSON processing in Proton. JSON is probably one of the most popular data formats. You can put almost arbitrary data in, say, Kafka in other data lake, and you can process by parsing the JSON. It is very common to use MongoDB as a NoSQL database to process JSON, but actually you can also do JSON processing very easily in Proton. It is very common to use MongoDB as one of the most popular open source and commercial NoSQL database to process JSON. For example, you can list all the data in JSON, and also you can do some filtering like this. Let's see how to process JSON in Proton. Again, we'll be using the same .compose file in previous video. If you check the Rapanda topics, you can see almost all the data is in the JSON format. So this is next JSON with all the attributes. And there even can be some JSON document with a bunch of arrays. Okay, then we can always use Proton client to query the data. So you can go to the Proton client. But this time, let's using a new feature, which is the JDBC driver for Proton. Let's use the DB Viewer as the GUI tool for you to run SQL. Okay, cool. Now we are using the latest version of Proton, and let's create an external stream to read from this topic. Okay, the stream is created. I'll get maybe the request URL. Yeah, and then you can always get the next data. For example, let's check. So this is a response and the size. So Proton just support very easy to use JSON path. So you can just response and the size. So you get the data. This is actually a shortcut of our JSON functions. So if you go to our documentation, functions for JSON, you can see there's a lot of JSON functions like extract integer, extract float, string, or you can check whether a certain column or value is a valid JSON to some query. This is actually pretty much similar to ClearHouse, but we introduced this extra feature for you to process data very easily using Proton. And what if your data have some array or some other lists? For example, in the all shop orders, each customer has a line item which is array. It can be as many as 40 items. So let's create an external string to read from this topic. Similarly, let's query some sample data. You can see the line item is an array. So if you check our documentation, you will know that in the array there's a shortcut just using this sign. Yeah, it's better to use the seek2 because this topic don't really generate data fast enough. You don't want to wait for the new data. You can always use this seek2 to allow Proton to read the previous data in the Kafka topic. You can use array join to convert them to row by row. Please note, I put the original query into subquery so that it will read two events from the original topic and break them into multiple rows. So you end up with 67 rows, but coming from 2 rows. And you can do further filtering operations. For example, say I only care about the quality greater than 200, for example. But you needed to, again, you need to read this attribute from the item and convert it to integer. Now less data is listed, so all the data is greater than 200 in this list. And you may ask, what's the difference for this feature in Proton and in ClearHouse? Yes, so ClearHouse provides very comprehensive JSON support. But so far it doesn't support passing the JSON in the string. You have to enable this experimental new object type to create a stream in this new type. But if your data is in a stream, then you might have to use all the pass functions you have to use the JSON extract method to pass string one by one. In Proton, it's much easier for you to read any data, use JSON pass. Okay, that's all for today's short video. And please give Timeplus a try or give us a star. Happy streaming.